All right, Grixis discard. So for those not familiar to the stream, a lot of the decks we play on the stream are viewer-submitted deck lists, but in addition to viewers submitting specific deck lists, I also do what I refer to as build-around submissions. So this was a build-around submission in this case for Davriel, Rogue Shadowmage, as well as Angrath, the Flame Chained. So to leverage Davriel's ability to kind of rack the opponent out, for people that are familiar with that, we've got a variety of other discard spells in this deck. So we've got Disinformation Campaign as kind of an engine with our Surveil cards. We've got some Nicol Bolas, the Ravager, to deal some extra damage that way. We've got some Nikki B at the top end since we were in Grixis anyways. One thing that I think is really sweet, and I'm wondering if this helps the Reclamation matchup, one of our viewers had this suggestion the other day. Disinformation Campaign, along with Role Reversal, is a way for Grixis to answer Wilderness Reclamation. So, one of the big issues Grixis has is it can't interact with enchantments outside of 6 mana Ugin, but this is a 3 mana way to send them your Disinformation Campaign and take the Reclamation. This card's also just good in general because you can swap any one of your lands for their flipped Search for Azcanta, which is good too. Adam A's, thank you for the brand new tier 1 sub. I appreciate that. Welcome, welcome. Thanks for keeping me around. So yeah, so that's the idea. We got kind of a Grixis control style deck with a way to theoretically take Reclamation off the table. So let's dive into some matches and see how it feels. A Drathmar coming in with the brand new tier 1 sub as well. I appreciate the support. Thanks for keeping me around. Hand seems fine. Not a ton of discard elements, but just like good magic hand. One thing that's notably missing in this configuration is I'm not currently playing any copies of Bedevil, which is a card that I could see being reasonable to play. I actually don't have any double blue cards in my deck, so I'm going to bin this extra Drowned Catacomb, but I think I'm going to keep this Vraska's Contempt here. Oh, Bedazzle. Bedazzle, not Bedevil. Now, I really don't think Dovin is very good per se. I think Dovin is like passable in a world. Dovin's like passable in a world where you don't have access to better planeswalkers because you're only in 2 colors. But I think when you just like have better planeswalkers you could be playing, Dovin's not very good. Anti-Evil, thank you for the half a year of support. I appreciate that. Welcome back. Thanks for keeping me around. My hand's pretty good here. Really? They're leaving us the Disinformation Campaign. That's bold. I guess they get 2 for 1 regardless. God, that was a good draw. With them leaving the campaign, that's an excellent draw. The question for next turn is going to be, do I cash this in for another card, or do I keep it around trying to,
Focus and the thoughtfulness before action.
Trying to keep their hand empty. It's a Dreadhorde General. Yikes. Alright, I think with the Dreadhorde General, and this is a draw, I think, so they're still missing a lot of lands here, right? I'm gonna go ahead and Contempt in our set because this denies them a card in the long term. I think I want to just pressure their hand out with this.
Empty your
good. It's pretty good. I'm actually gonna wait to play this Discovery Dispersal. Legit Reaper coming in hot with the brand new Prime support. Welcome, welcome. So next turn I can campaign and then Discovery pick my campaign up. Yeah. Yeah, they're pretty buried. Opponent understands where this game is going. Get to cut a bunch of our cheap spot removal here. Bring in some extra threats and some more Planeswalker removal. Venethrax, thank you for the 2-month resub. I appreciate that. Welcome back. Thanks for keeping me around. So you know what? I'm gonna leave a Scorn in because they're a Thief of Sanity deck, right? I'm gonna leave a Scorn in. Yeah, I don't have any counter magic in R75, which may or may not be a mistake. I don't know, getting their hand empty just sounds good. The Yak lives! Thanks for the Prime support. Hope you're having a fantastic weekend. The problem, so someone mentioned Narset. The problem with Narset is, I don't know that we make, I think we only have 15 blue sources, which is a little bit shy of casting her consistently on 3, but maybe she's like good enough in the late game that I don't mind. I don't mind not consistently casting her on 3. This ugly Discovery shall be our greatest shame. The rest of this hand is great though. I definitely want a Thought Erasure here on 2, because in the event they have Thief of Sanity, I want to take that away. They left in Enter the God Eternal. Seriously? I guess it kills Nicol Bolas. Okay, I guess I could buy that that's reasonable. It kills Nicol Bolas. I mean, I have a bunch of spot removal and Ritual of Soot, so I can't imagine it's too terrible against aggro decks, but we'll see. I could definitely see that maybe being an issue. If that is an issue, perhaps we want to play some copies of this card ourselves. I think I just want to dig to lands here, huh? Nah, let's be greedy. I'm gonna keep the Thief as a threat. I get 2 looks at a land next turn, and if I brick on this plus my draw step, I get this to draw another card. Let the greed consume you, chat. Let the greed consume you. Gosh, we're so unlucky. While their hand is full of removal spells that they can't play unless I play a thing out, I think I want to just take all these discard spells, just pressure them out of the game. Yeah, but this activates their removal, but I can just choose to not play this until their hand is empty. I'm gonna try and dig for my land here. Yikes. Blue source. Blue source. These are my cards. Enjoy. This is a concession, Duress? It almost feels like a concession, Duress. How we doing, folks? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Good morning, good afternoon, good night to everybody wherever you're at in the world. Thanks for dropping in here today. My name is Jeff Oakland. I'm a full-time streamer and content producer here on Twitch. I'm here playing Magic 30, 40, sometimes even 50 hours a week. If you're someone who enjoys constructed Magic, this is definitely a channel for you. We play a ton of different decks here, and usually I change decks every 60 minutes to 2 hours, so you get a ton of variety in what we play here. As always, I'd love to give a shout out to my wonderful subs. I wouldn't be here day in and day out without their support, so thanks to all of them for keeping me employed. I'd also like to take a quick second and plug some of my sponsors here really quick. Hey, Blunderbra, thanks for the 10 months. The Vitamin String Quartet creates unique instrumental arrangements of everything ranging from Zelda to Zeppelin, and they would love to be the underscore for your next gaming session. Be sure to check them out streaming now on Spotify, Apple Music, and other such services. Lab Rat coming in with the third of a year of support. Welcome back. InkedGaming.com would love to help you customize your gaming experience. They do custom playmats, mousepads, binders, bags, and you can upload your own custom artwork or choose from the wide range of artwork that they already have on their website, such as my own Hooklandia branded merchandise. Cardsphere.com will help you turn your cards into other cards directed to their players. There's no haggling, and they just take a 1% fee off the top. And of course, I'd like to welcome everyone out to the Hooglandia. You know, there's a lot of great people making a lot of great stuff on Twitch right now, and I appreciate you choosing to spend part of your Saturday here with us. Remember, if you are a new viewer, make sure you hit that follow button if you're enjoying the stream. Following doesn't cost you anything, and it just gives you notifications on when I go live and with what. I'm going to be streaming for another hour or so today until the MPL starts, but if you're hungry for more of my content after I'm done today, be sure to check out my website, magicesports.net, as well as my YouTube channel for tons more videos from me with lots of great standard content. And Modern and Legacy on occasion if you're into the Magic's older formats. Sign me up. This is just like having read a number of Reddit threads from new players, I feel like this curve is just like every new player's nightmare. Just like, take your cards, take your cards, take your cards, take your cards. Oh no. What if their deck has Nullhide Ferox in it? How do I ever beat a Nullhide Ferox? Do I just concede? How can we ever hope to beat a Nullhide Ferox? We kill it with extreme prejudice. It's out to get us, chat. Maybe because they have an elf on one here, I'm supposed to not play this and play this instead. But at the same time, if they hit my Davriel for 1, he still takes 2 cards to them, so I think that's fine. We just scoop to a Nullhide and move on. What decks do I feel give Esper control a hard time? Ones that cause you to miss your land drops. The Bant decks tend to line up well into Esper, kind of. I don't know, the last Esper deck we played kind of felt like it gave Bant a run for its money. Alright, sweet. So their hand's going to be completely empty here. We get to down tick this, and then I get to go land Nicol Bolas. We have to pray that the top of their deck is not particularly hot.
What a whiner.
Green-Red Sarkhan is okay against Esper 2, that's true. What are we supposed to do with our cards now that we took all their cards away, chat? Oh, I guess Davriel kills them, huh? So we got that going for us. This one draws a card at least. If I found a Grixis deck, I suggest for climbing. Not really. I have yet to find a Grixis deck that really feels like it's truly competitive. Maybe this is the one. Oh no. Oh no. He's so big and angry, chat. Who hurt you, Nullhide? Why are you so mad? We're just gonna pretend this card doesn't exist, okay?
This wasn't part of our contract.
It doesn't die to Ritual of Soot either. This card is just like Grixis' worst nightmare. It's like it does all the things I don't want to happen to me. Let's just fill my graveyard up for the search for Azcanta. We cannot dispersal it. Dispersaling the Nullhide Ferox will not make you a happy panda. Do not dispersal. Don't do it. You'll be sad. I wanted the dispersal line. I was so excited. Oh no. Oh, Nikki. Oh, Nikki. Yikes. They have our number, chat. Alright, so I think I lead on Discovery here, because if I find a Contempt or a Bedevil, I can cast it on this. Things that don't kill Nullhide Ferox. Alright, let's see if we can find someone who's less rude. Alright, take 2. Unholy with the brand new Prime support. Welcome, welcome. Thanks for keeping me around. Hope you're having a fantastic weekend. Oh no. All the green-red lists are out to get us, chat. Maybe this one doesn't play Nullhide. Was unfortunate that we drew a land that it was another land that doesn't make black.
Let's tidy up in there.
Alright, well, step 1, didn't get Nullhide Feroxed. Black source. Black source.
Not abandonment, it's survival.
Hey, Dan Fizz, thank you for the 4-month resub. I appreciate that. Welcome back. Thanks for keeping me around. Yeah, Davriel, less than stellar against decks that can attack him, for sure. Definitely at his best against things like Wilderness Reclamation. I subbed to say you could Dispersal because I have no cards in hand, but I realized how dumb it was. Yep. Yeah, not going to get the desired result. The Yak Lives, I would encourage you to go back and watch earlier in the video. You can see me add that card to the deck initially and then cut it. So if you wanted to play one of the earlier builds, you can find those on my stream decker. You got my free sub for me being dumb. Well, I appreciate it. I don't discriminate. I'll take your free sub for any reason. If you do have one of those Amazon Prime free subs out there, make sure you give it to someone every month. Even if it's not me, it's like money you get to take from a multi-million-dollar corporation and give it to someone making something here on Twitch. It just goes to waste if you don't use it. Would you believe that black is our most common land color in our deck?
Your brain for a minute.
Shuffler's out to get us. Hey, B Manatee, thank you for the brand new Prime support. And AS Gafar, thank you for checking in for the 4th month. Lot of Prime, look at that. Virtual Realism and Clear Eyes. Hope y'all are having a great weekend. And Adenomen, thank you for the 3 months. So, is Davriel going to be a gain 8 here? Or are they going to ignore him and attack us? Weird split the difference. I guess I'm only 1 land away from flipping Nick. Yeah, we're about to draw 5 mana Bolas. Captain Zach, welcome, welcome.
I have some fine print to obfuscate.
Well, I mean, so do I flip this or do I Ritual of Soot? I think I'm supposed to Ritual of Soot. Jind, thank you for the brand new Prime support. Welcome, welcome. Thanks for keeping me around. Oh, you know what? I should probably leave this back though, because if I got Spellbreakered, I'd be real sad. And again, it's just, like, not right to flip this. It's just, like, Contempt your thing, smack your Sorkin. Yeah, I agree, Heartbeat. I've played a lot of different iterations of Grixis at this point, and none of them have felt stellar yet. And, like, one of the things that's worth noting, though, is, like, a deck like Grixis is much harder to get right than a deck like red aggro or green-red Sarkin, right? Like, decks like this that are aiming to be interactive, the details are harder to get into a position that is ideal. Well, I don't really want to take 5 from this, right? I actually have them dead. This Grixis makes me feel smug, right? I actually have them dead next turn, right? Because Sarkin makes a 4/4, and then next turn I attack them for 12. Thanks to their Sarkin.
Sit back and watch it burn.
Yeah, wow, that was a quick pivot. Sarkin is just so impressive. So this is unfortunately not very good against creature decks. We're going to trim that. Cruelty, Contempt, Moment of Craving, Ugin is fine. What do I want to trim? Seems reasonable. Yeah, Disinformation's a little mopey, I agree with that. They're also likely to get their hand empty relatively quick, right? I mean, we've played iterations like that, Malurin. We've played a lot of different iterations of Grixis, and all of them have felt kind of eh. Now, one thing that this build is missing that's probably a mistake thinking about it more is we don't have any copies of Enter the God Eternals, which has been an incredibly powerful card in this format. Really stuffs the aggro decks nicely. Yeah, Sarkin's like Broodmate Dragon with a higher ceiling in a lot of ways. Hopefully we hit a land next turn, and then Thought Erasure can hopefully propel us into another land after that. Perfect. Alright, so untapped land off the top lets us Ritual next turn. I have a clean answer to this, right? I'm going to take their Direfleet Daredevil. Perfect. I thought you were going to say this iteration's missing black sources. He blanched. Thank you for the Prime support. Welcome, welcome. Hope you're having a good one. I'm going to do this now at sorcery speed, because if my opponent draws something like Lightning Strike or Collision Colossus, I don't want them to be able to kill their Phoenix in response, I don't think. Although I have the Ritual of Soot, so like maybe that doesn't matter. Rail, Storm Conduit, down tick, double enter. That's probably more than unnecessary. Alright, looking like on the back of the sweep, we're going to grind through here. No Nullhide Ferox is great for us. That card is, like, uniquely difficult for us to deal with. So, I'm going to Scorn this first, because when they go find a crabby friend, I might Thought Erasure if they don't have anything else that's good. The downside to this is I can't dig for a land this turn. I think Grixis friends with Sarkin could be good. I do, Gorks. I think if there's a good Grixis deck, it's probably something that's more proactive. Yep. Rewarded for sequencing there. Might be greedy to shock here.
I look forward to seeing you. I was running away. Though they might have also just been big dogs.
Yeah, Grixis Diviner could be sweet. Kiora plus Rekindling Phoenix is hot. Yeah, I agree. I definitely concur that Grixis, for the most part, is missing cards to be a good control colors. So binning this flips the Surge, but keeping this is pretty good insurance against a random threat off the top, so I think I'm gonna hold on to it for now. Yeah, that's exactly what I'm gonna do, Fitzbull. So, if you are a sub and you want to chat here in this chat rather than in the giant magic chat, I plan to play this for another half hour or so until they get started, and then I plan to watch it myself. And I'm gonna elect not to play out a Disinformation Campaign here, even though it could draw me a card, because I just don't want to take a hit from a haste threat this turn. I've not built it as a mid-range aggro deck, just mid-range control so far. What event am I talking about? The MPL players are doing weekly exhibition matches. I believe they're weekly. I guess I should say I'm not 100% sure if they're weekly or not. They're doing exhibition matches that are happening with some consistency that are starting in about 30 minutes on the main Magic channel. It's the first week, so I'd like to watch it and see what their production is like. I've also streamed like 8 to 10 hours every other day this week, so I'm gonna take a short day today. I feel like we've entered garbage time at this point. It's gonna take us a little bit to close. Twitch.tv/magic. Definitely really far ahead here at the moment. We finally hit our land drops, they float out. The fact this is a planeswalker that like our control deck largely doesn't care about is nice. It like stops us from countering things, but we're not playing counter spells. I believe it's standard best of 3 constructed, so the same format we're playing here. There we go. All
of the multiverse will bend to my will.
You can make mana.
At the time, Planeswalk, my schemes are never ending.
Our boy, he is a very expensive mana dork. Grixis doesn't usually get mana creatures. This is right. Does that put Grixis in the same camp as Deathrite Shaman? He's a black card that makes mana, or a non-green card that makes. I guess he's like a blue-black card that makes mana. Oh, I forgot to activate this. Whatever. Right. Forgot to activate search. Doesn't matter.
I will return.
Oh, I guess I should have campaigned them first there, huh?
Doesn't always work out how you want.
Oh no! Oh no! Not my mana dork. Not my mana dork. That's rude. Yikes, guess we gotta find a different way to win the game. The long no is great. Alright. One more Nicol Bolas, please. Ugin's like Nicol Bolas adjacent, right? It's not exactly the same, but he's close.
My presence alone will guard. Secrets manifest before you.
Secrets manifest before you. Do daredevils taste like chicken? Let's find out, shall we? How much do you think Grixis improves as an archetype if Wilderness gets banned? Markably. I think the threshold for being really competitive in the standard format is you have to kill by turn 4 or be able to interact with enchantments, and Grixis just doesn't meet either of those requirements. He's a non-fat substitute. Are you calling Nicol Bolas fat? I'm actually gonna leave the Dragonskull Summit on top of my deck because I think I might be in danger of decking out this game. So I don't really want to land, but I also don't want to deck. Twinsies! Ugin is like the impossible Bolas. That's great. I would love to play first. I'm gonna keep this, even though it has a non-foil card here. Like, it's a little slow against aggro, but like, Ritual of Soot's really good against aggro, and these cards are good against control. And there's a Thought Erasure on top of our deck. Never didn't have it. Perfect. Perfect, perfect. Do I still have Opt in the Jeskai list? I don't remember. I do have some Ops in there. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, maybe. Although I will say Opt gets better in a multicolored deck just because it helps you find colored mana. Which is nice. This is a concession ritual. Feels like it might be awful close to a concession ritual. I'm okay trading here. There might have been merit to contempting this. Jacobian, thank you for the 4-month resub, because this does allow them to, like, yeah, if they hit land here, I feel a little bit bad. And if we brick on land, I guess I just do this now. Yeah, maybe I should have just contempted last turn. That's probably what I should have done. Would love a guaranteed 5th land. Think we're high enough that this is like solidly into garbage time. Be pretty surprised they don't concede to Nikki B next turn. I already have one of those. You know, I should probably leave a black mana open when I cast him. In case I drew like a Tyrant Scorn. Yeah, that's fair, Greaseball. He's definitely better in, like, the mid-range or control matchups where they're more likely to keep cards in their hand. Is definitely the case. In a match like this or against any mid-range or aggro deck, he probably leaves a bit to be desired.
Here be your crew for mine.
Yoink. Eggs, they're what's for breakfast. Hit them for 0 to show dominance. Yeah, we don't worry, we would have. We would have. If they hadn't packed it in as quick as they did, we would have hit them for 0. I understand sending a message, chat. I know what's up. It's unfortunate that we keep hitting these aggro decks, like the Davriel Angrath that the build around submission was for, just aren't good in these matchups, so I can't keep them in. Really want to hit like Esper or Reclamation style decks to make those cards shine. That's a pretty good one. So even though I have this Ritual of Soot in my hand, I'm definitely going to gobble up this Legion War Boss. It's gonna hit me for too many points of damage if I let it sit there in the meantime. So we got 2 draw steps plus a Thought Erasure Surveil to hit our land. Getting to Surveil here before they hit their 5th mana is great, because it means we can stop potentially a really big play. Like that. Land. Yikes. Alright, one more swing next turn. So the entire game is basically going to be decided by this next draw step. If we hit, we're solidly ahead. If we miss, we're going to lose. I guess we're technically not dead on board. Hey, Wandering Murloc. Thanks for the support. I appreciate it. I think we would have been able to beat that. Actually, I say we would have been able to beat that top deck if we hit the Soot. If we hit the Soot, they wouldn't have been able to cast it, right? It's beautiful. The sand's a little bit slow, but I think it's a fine keep on the play. Angrath -3 is really clean against Sarkhan. Huh, that's a really good observation. Maybe that makes him worth keeping in. He just, like, full trades and leaves a 1 loyalty Planeswalker behind. It's a good pickup. Don't Nullhide Ferox me, please. Whew. Sweating bullets over here. So, I'm gonna Cruelty this, even though I don't care about exiling it, because I want to hold on to my Tyrant Scorn, because that way if I draw a land next turn, I can go 2 mana removal spell plus another 2 mana spell. I don't understand why I would want to play Temur Reclamation instead of blue-green Reclamation. So I'm going to Thought Erasure first. So this way, if they want to kill this, they need to do it now. Otherwise, I'll get to shock this in and Scorn kill this. So I get to pick this up, I think. I think they're right to not doing anything there. So I'm going down to 14. So by sequencing in this way, my opponent was unable to blow the Brontodon in response to me killing it. Role Reversal is in our sideboard because it is a Grixis card that lets you swap Disinformation Campaign for Wilderness Reclamation. I feel like less of a scumbag playing Temur. Look, whether or not you feel like a scumbag is personal. I don't have any say in that. Green-Red Sarkhan seems to struggle due to their main deck removal. I think the Bant decks, like the Bant Bow deck and the Bant deck from the open, both do pretty well against Green-Red, or both do pretty well against Grixis. Yeah, one of the Grixis color's biggest issues in my experience against Reclamation is their inability to remove enchantments, so Role Reversal, like, kinda tries to solve that. Nah, I don't think so, Brightstar. I think I'd rather just, like, take their thing out. Maybe. I don't know. It makes me spend a removal spell the following turn, but you're right. I would kill a land, and they probably can't make any other meaningful plays. Yeah, maybe you're right, Rev. Alright, probably get one more match in here before the MPL matches start at 2 o'clock. When do you think the Sultai list will be up? Well, you can find the Sultai list that we ended on right now on my Stream Decker page here. Just grab the last uploaded one. As for when the page will go up on website, it probably won't go up till tomorrow. I don't know that I'm going to work anymore today. Well, outside of uploading my stuff to YouTube, I don't know that I'm going to work anymore today. I skipped my law school graduation day to hang out here. I don't, well, congrats on finishing. I don't think I ever went to any of my graduation ceremonies. I think that Liliana's Triumph would be playable in any format. I think Liliana's Triumph's probably Legacy playable. Just like Diabolic Edict with upside, and Diabolic Edict sees Legacy play. But no, I don't think that card's very good in Standard or Modern. I think I'm gonna bin that just because I have Disinformation Campaign to draw another card. Here's one of those Bant decks that I was talking about a second ago, though. Yeah, they do have a lot of lands. Now, it is worth noting that chewing their hand up is, like, decent against Hydrate Grixis, because Hydrate Grixis needs a lot of mana. The Bant Slothbow deck will get added to the queue when I'm done today. Squid Squad. So someone already cheered to add it. I just don't update the queue midstream. But yeah, I can post it in Discord, too, when I'm done. That's a pretty good pickup. Lets them accelerate out this Grixis much faster. Huh? Do I just want to kill one of their lands here? I'm not really scared of any 5-drops. I guess they could have Oketra. I think I want to wait and see if they attack with this. If they don't attack with this, I'm going to Scorn this. Yeah, we've had really good numbers today. I hate everything about everything. Yikes. If I knew Hero of Dominaria was a card we were playing around, I would have killed the elf.
This isn't a
Woof.
Keep up the pace.
Woof. Obastrafe, thank you for the brand new Prime support. I appreciate that. Thanks for keeping me around. Magic's easy when you're lucky, chat. Never forget. Magic's easy when you're lucky. Had some good beats so far today. Had some good beats so far today. So, on one side of the coin, I'm sad that their Jadelight Ranger drew a card. On the other side of the coin, being a 3-2 means it can't attack into my Nicol Bolas Ravager, so it's like 6 in one hand, half dozen in the other. Definitely just want to play Nick here, because this way if we draw a land next turn, we can go Campaign plus Davriel. So I assume we're going to see a Grixis for 4, which is going to draw them up to 4 cards in hand, and then hopefully we'll take 2 of those cards away next turn. Fuzzy Lima coming in hot with the brand new tier 1 sub. Welcome, welcome. Hope you're having a fantastic weekend. Thanks for dropping in today. Remember, folks, if you're new, I'm here doing this basically every day of the week, Monday through Friday. If you aren't here able to watch Twitch during the day, you're also able to find a ton of my content on my website, my YouTube channel, all very well organized. I cut everything up by deck that I'm playing, so you can watch just the stuff that you care about and find deck lists very easily.
But underneath, empty.
We have our guaranteed 6th land next turn for this Nicol, or 7th land next turn for the Nicol Bolas flip, which is great. Wow, we took a Grixis out of their hand. So, like, it feels good to get a Grixis there, but the flip side is like, good lord, what are their other 2 cards they discarded Grixis? You think any of the gods will be good enough that Kamena's transformation will be a good sideboard? I'm going to be honest, I don't know what that card does, the one and only Stoop Doge. I'm playing Rock in a Modern Tournament Prior and considering adding Ashiok as anti-Titan Shift and anti-Dredge. Have you tried the card in Modern? I've not, but it sounds too slow to really be good anti-Dredge card. I guess it nukes their yard multiple times, so maybe that makes it good enough. Pure Johan, thanks for the 9-month resub. I appreciate that. Welcome back. Yeah, they probably have a way that kills this Nicol Bolas, huh? Yeah, that's not surprising, because once they take Nikki here off the table, I don't have a lot going on. Yeah, Rockin' Jund are both fine decks to play Cannon Gear. I will say that my personal preference is geared very strongly towards just green-black. I really think green and black have gotten so many good tools in Modern recently that you don't need that extra color. But I am willing to play Jund because it is reasonable still. Woof. Remember when I said their last two cards had to be terrifying to discard a Grixis?
Don't worry. I got
Lincoln Boy with the brand new Prime support. Thank you. Welcome.
time to run.
What are we even hoping to draw here at this point? I guess I get rid of this because it threatens to draw them more cards in the long term.
We will meet again.
I'm like dead in 2 on board. I guess Ritual is such a good pickup here because this, even though they cast this for 6, it only has a 2 converted mana cost on the battlefield. Yikes. Sax, thanks for the brand new Prime support. Welcome, welcome. Good morning. Good afternoon, whatever time of day it is. We're just dead no matter how I cut this, right? Remember when someone asked how do you beat these Grixis decks? And I was like, the Bant decks give them a run for their money. The Bant decks give us a run for our money. Splashing a 4th color in Standard is just really difficult to pull off. Kaya's Wrath would have been great there. You're not wrong. And I'm trimming some of our discard elements because, again, we unfortunately just didn't hit very good matchups for the discard elements of our deck here. Like I said, the combo decks like Reclamation and control decks are really where they shine. These decks that play to the board, your discard elements are just not particularly strong against because you get their hand empty, but they already have creatures in play to beat you down. That's true, too. If you were going to splash a 4th color into Grixis, it would be for Despark/Mortify. Actually... So speaking of splashing a 4th card, I can the deck list is in the deck queue, but I can pull it up after we're done with this one. I believe the top deck going into Monday's stream is going to be Esper / Nicol Bolas. So rather than splashing white into Grixis, I think I'd rather just splash 4 mana or 5 mana Nick into Esper, if that makes sense. I think I'm just gonna go ahead and kill this. Thanks for the support, Cannon Gear. I appreciate it. 25 for John and 25 for Rock. Dealer's choice on which builds to use. Will do. So even though I have Ritual of Soot in my hand, I think I want to kill the elf to slow them down a little bit. Because I also don't have guaranteed double black here. Which feels a little bit bad. Mana being awkward again. Yeah, the Beacon Land is great for splashing walkers. I think my Esper Nicol Bolas deck has like 3 beacons and 6 red dual lands, if I recall. Yikes. It's for trading campaign for Reclamation. Also, remember, role reversal lets you trade lands, so you can trade lands for Search for Azcanta. So it's a Grixis-colored way to deal with Search for Azcanta and Wilderness Reclamation. Which is something that we're in the market for doing. Gary Guy. Gray Guy. With the 3-month resub. Thanks for the quarter of a year and welcome back. Feels standard, man. Play your bomb flyer, get shot by Vivian Reed.
Worse.
Let's try this.
Need a timeout to cool off. I got you, Dave. I honestly just really don't feel like straight blue-black needs a Bolas splash, though. Ugin is just, like, so close to doing what you want Bolas to do, and in some situations, it's even just better. Is that a record for me? It's on my high end. My record, it might be my record for concurrence without a front page feature. So I was featured on the front page of Twitch a few weeks in January, And we broke 5 digits worth of viewers during those segments. But yeah, this might actually be my peak 4. A no host, no front page segment. Yeah, the problem with Terramander is that you give up all your virtual card advantage from blanking the removal, but maybe it's worth it. The fact that both their walkers are on 3 here is kind of awkward for us, because it means I can kill the Vivian, but then the Teferi's going to bounce my thing the following turn. Black Source! Black Source! Black Source! Ugh. If I hit the Black Source, we would have been able to ritual these away. Now I have to burn my Cruelty, because I do need to kill Vivian, otherwise she's going to kill him.
Every defeat is a new beginning.
If you're interested in finding my preferred blue-black list, you can check out my website, magicesports.net, and click standard decks at the top. There's a blue-black Kefnet deck list up there, along with a video of me playing it. That seems fine then, Pike. Yeah, if you're playing Thief, Terramander sounds a lot better. Hey, thanks for the pities, Corrupted Mind. And I appreciate you taking the time to write something positive in chat.
If you show remorse, I'll show. We need to move quickly.
Gross. This lets him leave Frilled Mystic up here. I'm feeling pretty dead here. I'm gonna go ahead and pack it in. Yeah, unfortunately, this Grixis deck was kind of the same as all the other Grixis decks that we've played. There's just too many decks in the format that get on the board quickly in order to make this discard package really good, which was the goal of the build around. So I feel like the build around as a whole doesn't really have the what you need to be successful in the format. Disinformation Campaign overall might still be something worth exploring in Grixis because of the role reversal technology, because like I said, I feel like one of the keys to cracking Grixis in this format is finding a way that it can be successful against Wilderness Reclamation. I think this card might be because of that. So, at any rate, I'm going to go ahead and sign off for the day. It looks like the official Magic channel is getting ready to start their MPL stuff. So, looks like they've got Brian Kibler and Cedric Phillips doing coverage. That's awesome. So, I'm going to go ahead and give them a host, and I'll be in chat. Catch you later, folks.